Hello traders, welcome to the Friday trade recap and forecast. Let's get started immediately with the Euro US dollar. This one is range bound. There was a flag formation down here which I did not take. I believe I have already mentioned that. So basically I saw a momentum shift right here and I decided to stay out of this trade. Now we have just a flat range. Basically broke out, retraced, broke down, retraced. So we're just bouncing around in these liquidity areas. And in the next week, I will be really careful what happens in these areas. Basically, I'm looking for a really large push to the upside or a really large push to the downside out of the liquidity areas. So I believe that's about it for EU. Nothing more to say. Then we have the euro and the Japanese yen. So for this particular pair, I can see, well, it was very corrective. So no real sustained moves, just breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing all the way here. Then huge wick, broke the high. Momentum here, but I have stopped trading. So it is now around 5 p.m. London time, and I do stop trading on 5 p.m. on a Friday. So yeah, this impulse is no longer of any significance for me. In the next week, I will be looking for the break of the high or the low. We're now getting even a bit of a momentum shift. So with these red candles. So what I would look for is I would look for a push that would continue this overall bullish momentum. And then I would look to buy, or I will look for a V reversal formation, which looks something like this. So basically this V formation, range, push down, and then to sell on a flag. Those are the two possibilities for EJ. Then we have the Aussie and US dollar, and this one is flat, range bound as well. Basically ascending into descending structure. Right here, kind of ascending into this descending, breaks the high, not sustained, aggressive retrace, and then we go down. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. I'm expecting a larger range inside of the low or the high, something like this. What I'm looking for is, of course, I'm looking for a large push down, and then a flag or a break and a retest to sell. Or same thing to the upside, large push up, flag or break and they retest to buy. Aussie Japanese yen. So for this particular pair, it was moving down. So prior to that, in the prior price action, I wasn't seeing any sort of entries. It did start to correctively ascend. So yeah, I kind of was expecting a move down, but again, just look at this price action. Does it give you any confidence? To be honest, for me, it doesn't give me any confidence. So basically breaking the highs, breaking the lows, breaking the highs, breaking the lows, just very correctively ascending, but ascending nevertheless. So then we have gotten a large move. I believe this morning we got this huge push down, and I was definitely looking to sell on this large momentum. The momentum was definitely strong and looked good, but unfortunately I didn't get a valid entry. Basically, this didn't close solid. I wanted to see a nice solid close, not a wick. So didn't take this either. Broke the low retrace, broke the high retrace, printed a huge wick, and now retraced. So I'm expecting a range here, but at least we got a move. So possibly this overall downtrend momentum, as we can see here, this sort of corrective ascending has been building up for a really long time now. So let's see if possibly this strong momentum down will continue. So if this large leg will have possibly a range here and then continue, I will be looking to sell, of course. Or it doesn't have to continue, it can completely reverse. If it does, I will just look to buy. But this is a good sign too. So this pair is kind of moving correctively, but still moving. So possibly there will be some opportunity in the next week. Then we have the pound. For the pound, let me see just very corrective. I think I mentioned it also in the last recap, just very corrective. This V reversal. range, and now just a wide flat range, just correctively moving. So for this pair especially, I need to see a large breakout to the upside or to the downside, and then we can discuss some setups, but for now just not touching it absolutely at all. And it's kind of flat overall, so this pair has been range bound for a really long time. I'm not sure the last time we got a nice winning trade, which doesn't necessarily have to be a warning sign. Market could just be pausing and just accumulating right here before we get that nice push up or a nice push down. But we need to be patient, so we need to still wait for those nice moves to the upside or to the downside. And I believe that's about it for the pound. We can now go to New Zealand Japanese yen. And for this one, I did take a trade. I did take a trade. Okay, kind of forgot. Basically, there was this opportunity for a reversal on the top, which I didn't take. Didn't fit my plan. So here for a break and a retest, 12 pip stop loss. Yeah, some people saw this as an ascending structure and then a small ascending here on the top right here. And they saw this break to a downside with a nice clean close, but for me it didn't fit my plan. So this trade did not fit my plan really, and basically the next candle would have tapped you in if you were looking at this trade, and it would have been a nice winner. Why didn't it fit my plan? Well, it did not fit my plan because just this leg of momentum, and also the ascending was very corrective, meaning it was breaking the highs, retracing, then it broke the low, retraced, then it broke the high again, retraced, then it broke the low, retraced, and then we got this leg of momentum. So after this leg of bullish momentum, I was very hesitant to get in any sort of trades, but then we got an opportunity to take another reversal right here, which I did take. So I did take a trade here. The reason was, well, we got a push down and we got a nice clean descending printing wicks to a downside, perfect descending for me, and then we got a clear momentum shift going up in this impulse right here. You can see 3 consecutive bullish candles. The break was not the best, so the break was a warning sign, but I was willing to tolerate that sort of a smaller break on a Thursday. So yeah, I was in this trade. Oh, let me just put it back. And it did end up being a 1% loss. So didn't take this one, took this one. Unfortunately, this one lost, but what you're gonna do? It happens. For me, this was a textbook reversal. Really like the descending. Just look at the descending, breaking the lows, retracing, printing wicks. Just cannot break down, and then we get this bullish momentum going up. Fortunately, it was a fake out to the upside, but what you're gonna do? Okay, and I did have an order on this morning. NJ was moving down heavily, so giving us some really strong and nice momentum. I really liked how it moved down. And we got a 1 candle pullback and we continued. Was I worried about the wick? I was not. The wick was not a concern because the setup was very, very strong. Very, very strong momentum. Basically, with this 1 candle bearish pullback, so no buyers in sight. I was very happy to have an order on the low for a break and a retest, but I did not get tagged in on this candle. Now it formed double wicks. I removed the order and then broke the low and reversed back up. So was I looking for a reversal here? Definitely potential of a reversal, breaking the lows, retracing, so a small ascending right here on the bottom. Then a momentum shift going up, clear momentum shift in this blue candle, but for me it was close to my cutoff time for taking trades, and my entry would have been here. So a candle would have needed to print, and this candle would have been a definite momentum shift, would have been bigger than the impulse candles, so wasn't willing to take that sort of bearish pressure. What I would have preferred, if I of course had the time and it wasn't Friday, I would have preferred like descending to my entry area. So yeah, that's about it for this pair. Now let's do the forecast. Well, since I saw a descending, I expect this to go up. If it does, I will look to buy, but I need to see some strong momentum. Of course, that's not the rule. We can also reverse on a Monday, get a V-reversal range, push down, then to sell short. But I am expecting this to go up because of the descending and because of the momentum shift right here. The buyers are definitely in control, in my personal opinion, because we're seeing bullish pressure right here. Okay, so that's about it for this week of trading. The week is done. We have wrapped it up. So I had a couple of trades. I think I'm in a bit of a drawdown now. That's okay. It happens. So this period has now been really quiet. I think from January, which was a really active period, I had just one nice winner on the euro and US dollar. Everything else was very slow and a couple of losses. But it happens. I mean, 3 to 4 months, it can be pausing price action and we can just be taking small winners, small losers, and then that huge month comes and we make all of the percentage that we want. So that's just the part of being a swing trader. Let's keep holding on and let's keep following the plan. Stick to the rules, forecast every day, backtest every day, and the winners will come sooner or later. Last year I experienced the same thing. April was really big, so 20-30%, something like that, and then the rest of the 3 months after April were very, very slow, and then August came, which I didn't do that very well, but I know some traders made a lot of percentage in August and September as well. So that's about it for this video, guys. See you in the next one and good luck with your trading.